hi again. So today we're going to move for our part 2, which is second exercise. So in this exercise, with the same subject, method of undetermined coefficient in non-homogeneous equation. So what is the difference between part 1 question and part 2 is in this part 2 I will explain a little bit about modification rule. So let's get started. Okay, so this is the question. Find the general solution of the given non-homogeneous linear differential equation when this is the non-homogeneous equation, and as usual, and the right side is Rx. Okay, so for the first step is find the homogeneous equation, which is homogeneous equation will equal to 0. So y double prime plus 3y prime plus 2.25y equal to 0. So this is this is homogeneous equation. So after that, we find the characteristic of equation, which is every single subject, which is y double prime, y prime, and y will be turned into r. So the characteristic equation is r squared plus 3r plus 2.25 equal to 0. So in this characteristic equation, we will get a equal to 1, b equal to 3, and c is equal to 2.25. Okay, so we have a equal to 1, b equal to 3, c equal to 2.25. So we will substitute a, b, c into the discriminant, which is the discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. So it's equal to 3 squared minus 4, 1, 2.25, which is we get 0. Okay, so now the b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0. So if you look at this equation, the discriminant is equal to 0. So it's referred to the case 3, which is case 3 is equal to 0. So we use several solution for y equal to c1 plus c2 x multiplied by erx. So we will refer to the case 3, which is this c1 plus c2 x erx. Okay, so now we will find the roots, which is r. So r equal to negative b plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, so so we get r equal to negative 3 plus, just substitute b squared minus 4ac, which is this, is 0, over 2, 1. We get negative 3 over 2. So r1 and r2 is equal to 3 over 2. So it has same r1 and r2 over 2. Okay, so now we have r equal to negative 3 over 2. So substitute r into case 3, which is y h equal to c1 plus c2 x erx. So substitute r in this equation, become y h equal to c1 plus c2 x negative 1 over 5, 1.5x. We just let negative is equal to negative 4.1. Okay, so negative 1.5x. So back to our rx. If we've already find yh, so back to the Rx, which is we have Rx equal to negative 10 e negative 1.5x. Okay, so now we look at our pattern, which is we already learned about term in Rx. So if you look at Rx, it has exponents, so it is exponential function. So the choice of the yp is aerx. So I will turn negative 10e negative 1.5x become yp equal to a e negative 1.5x. So this is yp after I choose the exponential function. Okay, so we have yp equal to a e negative 1.5x. So if you look at this equation, actually this is homogeneous equation, so we must make sure the characteristic equation is equal root. So based on modification rule, we have to modify our choice by multiply this equation with x squared. Okay, so it become yp equal to ax squared exponent 1.5x. So multiply by x squared, then we can continue by differentiate yp, become a 2x minus 1.5 x squared negative 1.5x. So double differential equation, differentiate, sorry, it become a 2 minus 6x plus 2.25x squared e negative 1.5x. Okay, so substitute yp y prime p y double prime p into y double prime plus 3 y prime plus 2.25 y equal to negative 10 e negative 1.5x. So this is we get from the non-homogeneous equation. So then I write it back, 3.1 2.25 y equal to negative 10 e negative 1.5x. Alright, so substitute yp y double prime p y prime p. Okay, so it become 2.6x plus 2.25x squared. So this is y double prime negative 1.5 plus, okay, this is 3y prime 2x negative 1.5x squared e negative 1.5x plus this is for 2.25y 2.25 ax squared e negative 1.5x. Okay, so equal to negative 10 e negative 1.5x. So we can see there is a lot of exponent, so we can omit the exponent or cancel it as, so we get a2 negative 6.25x squared plus 3a 2x minus 1.5x squared plus 2.25 ax squared equal to negative 10. Okay, so compare the coefficient x squared, x1 or x0 both side, which is both side from this equation and the right side. So we can see on the right side, negative 10, it's actually x squared and x1 is actually equal to 0. It doesn't have x squared and x1, so it's both equal to 0. So we just find the value of a from this, where is it, for x0 we have 2a equal to negative 10. So a equal to negative 5. So we have a equal to negative 5. Substitute value of a in yp. We have yp equal to ax squared e negative 1.5x. So yp equal to negative 5x squared e negative 1.5x. So to find general solution, which is y equal to yh plus yp, we have yh is c1 plus c2x e negative 1.5 x minus 5 x squared e negative 1.5 x. Okay, so simplify this, we get c1 plus c2 x minus 5 x squared e negative 1.5 x. So this is general solution for non-homogeneous equation.